right, and joining us now is Gabriel LeBlanc. He's a PhD student, and this is your first time at the conference?
It is, absolutely.
And you're on a good roll here because you're here as the Grassroots Project grant winner. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So our chapter at Vanderbilt and Fisk in Nashville, Tennessee, we won the Grassroots Project, and what we're trying to do is promote materials outreach for students in rural communities in Tennessee.
Now, why is that important to you?
Well, I think it's really important because a lot of students in these areas don't get to see the excitement of science. It's mainly just something that's in a dusty textbook, and they haven't had an opportunity to actually get hands-on science experiments. And so what we're trying to do is bring that to them and stimulate the excitement.
That's a great idea. I mentioned at the top that you're on a roll because not only did you win the grant, you also won the conference contest. What is that?
Yeah, so our local chapter, every year we're trying to send new students to the MRS conference. And so what we do is we have a presentation competition where we present our own research in front of faculty members at Vanderbilt, and then they decide who should be going to the MRS and presenting our research up here. So
that's wonderful. Do you get an all expenses paid trip to the conference then as your reward?
Absolutely. So that it's a combination of some of the funds we get from MRS, and then the chapter at Vanderbilt also supplies some of the money for it.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
Thank you so much.
What a great honor. What have you enjoyed the most at the meeting this week?
Well, so far just seeing the different talks and meeting all the different types of researchers here. And then I'm really excited to present my own research, which is tomorrow. So looking forward to that quite a bit.
So that's a great thing to look forward to. Are you looking forward to some of the other talks too?
Absolutely. So the great thing about the MRS conference is how diverse the field is. And so seeing talks from people that I wouldn't normally be in contact with is something that's new and exciting.
What are some of the 3 other top talks that you definitely want to make sure you get in before you leave the conference?
Well, I'm really interested in ionic liquids, and so there's a little bit of research that's going to be talked about later this afternoon, and so I'm going to try and go to that session this afternoon and learn a little bit about those.
Why do you think it's important for PhD? Why do you think it's important for PhD candidates to get involved with MRS so early?
So I think the greatest thing about MRS is how interdisciplinary it is, and more I feel that the scientific discipline is leaning towards collaborations between different members that have different areas of expertise, and I think that MRS provides the facilities in order to foster those collaborations.
And so just to wrap it all up, are you feeling good about your Tennessee student project? Are you all ready to go on that?
Very excited. We're starting to get together the kits and the supplies that we need to bring them out there, and so what we're trying to do is get on board so everything flows smoothly.
All right, Gabriel LeBlanc here at his first MRS conference. Have a great time.
Thank you so much.